Hi, welcome to our Web Consulting's webinar on how to address stakeholder feedback during the website redesign. I've done several dozen website redesigns, and one of the things I've always noticed is that we'll go through several months of strategic analysis. We'll gather feedback from the site's intended audience through online surveys, focus groups. We'll do competitive reviews, websites, looking at other websites of the competitors and kind of what features or products that they have, and what we might be able to include during the redesign. We'll also strongly look at the website analytic data, how people are moving or clicking through the site. We'll always talk and interview with the business stakeholders, how the website can best support their goals, their daily job functions. What I've noticed though is you go through that whole analysis, you'll be in the first round creative comp review, and the main project team for the client will invite the CEO or some other high-level VPs for that presentation. The problem with that is a lot of times that they'll give feedback that'll kind of derail the project. They weren't part of that whole strategic analysis phase, or they'll think that, hey, no one's going to click on that button, or no one's going to remember our brand is not, the design doesn't really support or bring out our brand. A good way to combat that is to use some free tools available on the internet before that first round creative comp presentation, where you might show several different designs, and I'm going to quickly go over them today and show you how you can use them. The first one is 5-second test, 5secondtest.com. And what this site allows you to do is upload your creative comp. Here you'll see some other ones that have been uploaded. Basically, a JPEG or a GIF format of your website, and users will only have 5 seconds. They'll be presented with the creative comp, and then they'll be asked what they remember about it, so they can put in as many words as they can. You'll find sometimes those words are focused on the branding, or sometimes it could be the call to actions. Maybe they'll say like the buy button. So this is a great tool, free tool that I highly suggest using. The next, actually, let's for ourwebconsulting.com, these are some of the keywords that the website generated for that site. You'll see that the branding it's very strong. You'll see probably 9 or 10 of those keywords have to do with the bee, the orange, buzz, bee, which is good. I'm a small business owner. We want to be branded very strongly and remembered as they're viewing competing businesses. The second most popular keyword is a good thing. It has to do with website design help, about creating websites, website consulting, which is one of the primary keywords that our site targets, even for search engine optimization. And you'll see these secondary keywords sometimes in the second or third most popular keywords inputs. So great. The next tool that I want to quickly go over is feng-gui. It's actually feng-gui.com, and this is a tool that creates heat maps, artificial kind of eye tracking tool. So what you do is, again, you upload your creative comp, or a JPEG of your home page or any web page, and the tool will go ahead and kind of show you how people scan that web page. So bringing it up for ourwebconsulting.com, you'll notice that the most intensity and where they start looking is in the top left-hand corner, which will be common on almost all web pages, regardless of the design. And then they'll quickly scan and move kind of in a Z format. So here, again, the intensity is rather high, red being the highest, on that beat, and then quickly kind of going into the web consulting services and then over to the right. So that's how this our Web Consulting's homepage is being scanned, which is great. The branding is being reinforced. One of the main goals of the site is to either get visitors quickly into one of the services we offer, or to get engaged in the blog. So the third tool that I want to show you is ClickTail, located at clicktail.com. And this one you can't use directly on a Creative Comp. If you're a little bit farther in the Creative Comp process, or you have a HTML developer that can take the homepage selected at least in the first round Creative Comp presentation, and then upload it to this tool. If you can get traffic to it, you can actually see how people are interacting with the site, what they're trying to click on, how their mouse movements are going. This tool probably in most cases makes more sense just to implement post-launch. Again, 5-second test and FENG GUI-GUI.com. Great to incorporate during the Creative Comp prior first round review. If you can do some HTML and draw traffic, use ClickTail as well. I'll quickly just show you what the tool is about. If you sign in, we're just using a trial version here, so it's just recording a sample set of data. You'll see all the recorded sessions. So each one of these is a visitor. Looks like I'm getting some LinkedIn traffic. The keyword website consultants from Yahoo brought someone. So if we click on this first one, engagement time, first visit, last visit is also shown here. You'll see that the home page then comes up, and some basic data is here to, for this first one there was no referring URL, so it's probably direct traffic. How long they were engaged with this, how long they were on the page, and so forth. Clicking play up in the left hand corner will quickly show you the mouse movements, so where they're moving their mouse, if they're hovering over a link, if they're trying to click on something. What I noticed using this tool is some of my visitors are trying to click on that B, so that's one upgrade that we're trying to make, is to make that clickable. So another good tool. Basic plan is very affordable, but to combining this with your web analytic tool, Google Web Analytics, Google Web Analytics, Yahoo Web Analytics, WhoopPro, XITI, Omniture, whatever you're using. Again, ClickTail will give you a better sense if people are trying to click on something that's not clickable, or if they're hovering over links and not clicking. So another great tool to use. But again, at least for a first round Creative Comp review, great idea to run those Creative Comps through the 5-second test and the feng-gui test. So when you get into that room and some of the stakeholders, the CEO, the VP, the director that hasn't been part of the project, saying, well, I don't think our, that Creative Comp supports our branding. No one's going to remember our site, or no one's going to click on that big buy now button. You'll have these tests or these feedback from using these sites to kind of counter that argument, which is great to have during a first round Creative Comp review. It doesn't allow the stakeholder to kind of take the redesign, the creative comps off in the wrong direction, designed in a way that's not going to support your website's key performance indicators. Okay, great. Thanks for sitting through this webinar. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or comments, or I'd love to hear also how you're using the tools, please contact me through ourwebconsulting.com. Thanks.